have to give this microphone back, which makes me very, very sad. But my friend's going to try and set me up with a not as good, but still pretty good microphone. It'll still be better than my old crappy headset, so. But yeah, this microphone's so good. I love it. And I've also got that thing where it plays back into my headset, so I can know if like my voice is coming through. And it's so useful to be able to hear my own voice.
It is useful.
It also prevents me from yelling as much.
It's a little confusing at first, but once you get used to it, it's actually not so bad.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, and it also allows you to, like, when I do yell, I know to, like, pull back from the microphone so as to not, like, scream right into the microphone, and I can hear when it's peaking and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Which was not the case with my old headset. It was just like, oh, it sounds terrible? Well, I have no idea. So anyway.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, guys.
Race is on. Mudjoe opting not to take a gold spear. He could have, I think, picked up the gold spear and still been at full health. If I'm not mistaken, there was a chicken in that blood shop.
Yeah.
And so he could have picked up both and then...
I don't know, though, because, like, we've seen, like, the gold weapons really don't do anything. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's a gold spear,
I would go for
so
that
it's
chest,
just kind of straight up better than...
yeah.
Like, it's just better than your base dagger.
Yeah.
And then you obviously get rid of it, but you want to keep it first. And a nice start. Kake with just a base flail, and oh my god, scary. Those black skeletons, the enormous black skeletons, are so scary. And unfortunately, not getting what you want. You definitely, if it's not a score race, I think no matter. Oh my god, the flail almost trolled Kake so hard there. Managed to duck out of the way though, just as that dragon was ready to unload some steamy hot fire. All right, on to death metal. And doing a sort of slower kill here, just to make sure to get rid of those ghosts. They control you. They can also stop you from doing things you expect because of the flail. Same with the spawns too. Base flail death metal is not great, as we're seeing. It's just a little bit sketchy, but actually handled it very nicely. Will likely be going. Oh, and Mudjoe goes for the quick kill, and I don't think this is gonna work. Holy crap! That was so close. That was so expert level. Let me show the replay real quick.
God.
Having to hunt down that king with the queen on her way in, but she got blocked temporarily by the pawn line. That was incredible.
Amazing.
What a nice... And look at this! Now they both have glass cats. What even is? What even is? I love it.
And I have to say, the monocle over on Mudjoe's side is really doing work. Like, it showed him the 2 full heart containers. And then right there, I think it kind of looked like he was going to try to bomb. And then he saw the pickaxe in the chest, like, down there. And so he was able to pickaxe in there, saving a bomb. Picks up another heart container, which with the potion, it's going to be filled.
Yeah, it's an extra full heart
so,
container.
like,
and actually,
I think
big find by... With 364 gold, Kake picking up a titanium rapier. Definitely better.
Nice. That's really good.
Yeah.
A lot less risk. But I think in casual play, people underrate the monocle sometimes, and it's like, that's why it's useful. You can see all kind of good stuff.
Yeah, your boss chests are pretty guaranteed to be good. You're not going to get trolled. You're not going to get squega-suited. You'll find something that you want, unless you want a squega-suit.
And who doesn't?
They are good. It's just,
except if you break your glass.
Oh, this is so scary. There's the Kake just diving in there. I would have backed off a little bit. That... because there was definitely some golems in there, and since you know that the nightmare is faster than the golems, you'll be able to pull the nightmare away from the golems so that you know you're not getting stomped on. Kake does have a ton of bombs, though, so the quick kills by Conga here. This is getting blocked by that. Just plowing through. Was that a use of the holy water there?
It looks like it. Yeah, he had it, so.
Oh, I guess he was trying to heal up. That's pretty smart.
Yeah. And Mudjoe finding the Quake scroll, so we'll see how that plays out.
I'm surprised Mudjoe didn't. I guess Mudjoe didn't have any bombs, because that shop looked like a pretty good shop to bomb with the obsidian flail and the squega suit, but does not take the plate mail. And
he doesn't have bombs.
Again, very curious. We're seeing a Conga 2, just like the other. Like they both had Conga again, the same boss.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think it makes for a good race. It's just really...
Oh, with that monocle, you do not want... You want to use it. Yeah, and... Oh, goes for the broadsword.
Interesting.
Instead, I would have gotten the fireball spell for sure.
I
was
thinking he was going for.
And this monocle is putting in work. Oh, we can get ourselves the steamroller here. Oh, look at that shop. That shop is money. You got to get
Go
in there.
Go in there.
Because the blast helm, right?
The blast helm.
The
He has
blast
no
helm
bombs.
for sure.
And then the thing with the blast helm too is it protects you from the Necrodancer blowing up. Doesn't obviously protect Dorian, but it protects Cadence, and it'll protect you from those like anything that explodes, pixies, the gargoyles.
I gotta say, some very curious. It protects you from the gargoyles. Oh, the ones, not
the
the
exploding
not the wall
ones.
pigs. Yeah. Okay.
Not the wall pigs, no, but like if you were to rush into a room and accidentally hit a gargoyle, yeah, it protects you from anything that explodes.
Wow, some very questionable choices here.
And he's not really that far behind, and like as we've seen, it doesn't really matter if you don't have bombs for the Necrodancer fight and your racing partner does.
Yeah, so we're
You're
seeing
in a bad
situation
place.
where Kake has the quick Necrodancer and Mudjoe has the quick Dead Ringer, and I'd say the Dead Ringer one doesn't save you nearly enough time compared to the...
I mean, it helps for sure.
He's gonna need to find bombs here.
And I really
Nazar
think
charm.
he should have...
Yeah, he goes for the Nazar. I think that's a good
That's alright. Yeah. I don't feel like you see...
Oh, I thought if he'd found the Shrine of Rhythm there, that would have been a really good Shrine of Rhythm to pick up, I think, in my opinion.
But,
like, if you see a Shrine of Rhythm in your Shriner in the beginning of any of the Zone 4 things, you save yourself, like, 40 seconds.
Yeah, you do. And it'll be it's definitely worth it. It's definitely highly risky, though, because it seems like a lot of people take it and then die from it. I think one person has finished a Shrine of Rhythm run.
Yeah, you
Everybody
can
else
take a lot of
seems to
damage,
get
but he
themselves in
does have a
trouble.
lot of heart containers and a potion, so
And a potion,
he should
yeah.
be okay. But yeah, you're absolutely right. There's that sort of trolliness, that kind of bug.
Yeah.
And Mudjoe is farming up bombs as well. He went and picked up a bomb. I'm sure he was sad to see that it was a single bomb.
Just a single. He gets armor, and
Armor's good. I mean,
he's sticking with the.
Might
the,
not have been worth
Quake.
the time to get over there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Armor's good.
Another heart container.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, just as he
Ooh.
gets smacked pretty hard by the.
I don't know what it is
man,
about.
and he is blowing up all over the place. And another bomb, so he's at 2, so he's almost at his critical bomb count. Hey, look who it is! Ryan Clark is in TeamSpeak. So after this race, we'll pull Ryan Clark in for this. I think that'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanna stay in or what you wanna do, Arachnus, but if you
Well, can I
you're
stay
welcome
on
to
for
stay.
this set, and then I'll go back over, cause
Give Will a break if he wants.
yeah.
Things are getting a little squirrely on Mudjoe's side. Nicely
A
handled.
little bit. He's really got to watch that. Okay, he's fine. Sometimes, like, you know the wall pig's there, but when you're in a rush, you're so used to... Everything has a pattern, so you're used to kind of, like, back and forth.
Yeah.
And just subconsciously, you're doing these patterns, and you know the wall pig's there, but you just move backwards and you could walk into it, but he's fine.
So...
What am I worried about?
Dead Ringer, a quick Dead Ringer, or Mudjoe is now on Dead Ringer, and of course does the quick Dead Ringer, and a pause by Kake.
Uh-oh.
What's happening? Or am I that far behind?
No, he's, Kakefumi's paused. I don't know what
Oh.
happened there.
Will said he doesn't know, but then immediately
Oh.
dies.
Oh, no!
What? I'm so confused. Well, let's see the replay on that. Just kind of jumping into the... Oh, I think getting shrunken? Didn't have the boots, yeah. So
It looks-
so tried
and
to
it looked like-
attack the dragon without boots.
Yeah.
Curious. And Mudjoe's just got to finish this off. Little sketchy. Little
Yeah, it
sketchy,
is.
but not too bad. I mean, still has the potion, so should be fine.
As long as Dorian stays safe, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
But he can pretty much, I think he's pretty much got this unless something goes very wrong. He has to bring a piece, so...
Yeah, so he's going to
That
get the
helps
easy
a lot.
mini-bosses. The red dragons are the real problem, as we saw earlier with Rat. The red dragons can be just a real pain in the nuts. But yeah, definitely totally fine, as he does complete a just over 9-minute run. Very, very nice.
Very
Mudjoe
nice.
taking the first. Let's put the point up. Boop, boop, boop. Nicely done. All right. Well, let's... Oh, and it looks like Kevin is here as well.
Oh, wow.
is-
Maybe I will go, we'll transition. I'll go over help Will.
All
'cause-
right.
Is that all right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
4 is going to be like too
Yeah,
many.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally fine. So thank you so much, Arachnus. I'm going to see if Kevin's okay to go.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
well, thanks
and
for
apparently
having
Kake
me.
needs a bit of a break anyway. So yeah, thank you so much, Arachnus. Always a pleasure. We might need you tomorrow potentially as well, depending on who we get for that. But I think Squega is going to help us out, which will be cool.
Okay. All right.
All right. So let me see if I can pull in Kevin. See how Kevin's sounding. Well, let's get Ryan in here.
All right. See you guys.
See you, Arachnus.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, how's it going, Ryan?
Good. How are you doing, Elad?
Doing good. Doing real good. Yeah, we've had some pretty awesome races. Like, I don't know if you managed to catch the end of the last set. You may not have. But it was super crazy. It was Nonogram versus Rat, and it was best of 5. They both had won a game, and then both die right at the end. One to Dead Ringer, one to Necrodancer, and they basically ran a full other race, essentially. It was super cool.
Sweet. No, I missed it, unfortunately. I was at my son's T-ball game because the past few months or so working on the game, trying to get it out, I've been neglecting that sort of stuff. So now that it's done, I need to actually, see my family and stuff. So sad that I'm missing
I can
exciting parts,
certainly understand that. That makes a ton of sense. All right, hold on. So TDQ. I'm gonna see if I can get Kevin in here. He was having some sound issues. Again, kind of ironic.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, he there was some weirdness with like his setup. I mean, the more complicated your setup, the harder it is to do the simpler things. I'm gonna bring him in though and see if it's working. Oh, I brought you in here. How's it working? Ah.
All right.
You sound good.
Yeah, now I do.
Nice. So you managed to get everything all set up and working?
Oh man, it's held together with marshmallows and toothpicks right now.
Delicious. Man, I love marshmallows so much.
it seems only appropriate that the audio guy has all these massive issues with his sound, right?
I may have pointed that out once or twice, just maybe.
Oh my god.
No,
it's fine. I got this. I had a lot of issues, but we're all good now. I had to download some third-party software to force my stereo input to mono, so it wouldn't be only in your left ears.
Oh.
And now it's actually okay, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for your patience.
It sounds great over here. Sounds like
fantastic.
Like melted marshmallows.
Oh.
I can hear the marshmallow filter.
It's the one positive side effect, of the marshmallow toothpick solution.
All right, so I don't know if you guys are caught up on where we're at right now. We have a race between Mudjoe and Kakefumi. Do you have the link for that? I'm not sure if you guys are on the proper Khadgar or what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
You're good to go, Ryan. I know you tend to watch my stream, but I don't know if you wanted to do because I've got the replay set up now. Oh, incoming donation. I don't know if you're watching my stream, but it's worth watching. Grom made a cadence that jumps across the screen like my Charles did, and it's pretty scary.
What the heck?
Wow.
Grom, what have you done?
She's a monster. But anyway, cool. So yeah, I don't know if Will posted. I have the Khadgar here. If you don't have it set up there, Ryan.
No, I don't have it yet. Where is it?
I've posted it in the commentators booth here in the TeamSpeak. So if you want to click on that, we can all just watch it at the same time, react together, that sort of thing. I'm going to refresh both the channels here so that we're all sort of caught up. And yeah, we're going to be running Mudjoe versus Kake. If you'd like to see the bracket, I put that in chat right now. All right, and you can see that this is the losers round 1. And the winner of this will be up against Nonogram.
Okay, yep, I'm all caught up.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to let Will know that we are ready to go. And Kevin, if you don't mind throwing it on voice activation in TeamSpeak, because some of whatever's just coming out of your headphones is bleeding.
Sure. Got it. I will,
yeah,
I'll
it's
jump
under
on that right now.
Something, options.
I got it.
I will let Will know we are ready to go, and let's get this race underway. These races have been really crazy. It's amazing how close they are. Like, we were worried that racing was going to get a little less fun with the release. I mean, that was just sort of, we were just hoping it wasn't going to ruin it. But if anything, they've gotten so much better. Like, they're just so close. They're super hype. The speed at which people are coming in. Incoming another donation. I didn't read the first donation. I'm so sorry.
Praise him.
All right, $10 donation from Tic Tac Foe. The Necrozar has arrived. CoNDOR hype. There you go. That's for you, Ryan. And $1 donation from what I believe was Bubzo saying, "I want to see it again." No message. And Rat with $1 donation. Just want to say the animation again. People loving that animation. Thanks, Crom, for making the creepy cadence. All right. It's so creepy. There it is. Just throw it up on chat or on the screen for a sec. All right. So we are off and running. Kake already picking up quick lead boots and a quick map for. Sorry, Kake got the map, and Mudjoe got the lead boots there.
So you're talking about how it's still fun to race. I'm definitely glad to hear that. But one of the things I wanted to do before we put out Zone 4 is, like, you remember I added like lots of hard containers and made the game kind of a bit easier. It was partially in anticipation of Zone 4 being brutal.
Sure, yeah.
Also making it so that all those other shopkeepers could be killed and whatnot. So you know, when people find the health shopkeeper, they usually kill him and get the Charmer Gluttony and get a whole bunch of hearts out of it and stuff like that, right? So if you take your time and do these things, then you can kind of tank yourself up to help survive.
Yeah, I feel like you really pushed that, and that seems to be the number one thing we talk about now is the difference between if you just go full YOLO or if you sort of tank up first. And there doesn't seem to be a total right answer, but it's definitely the case that I would almost say that the tanking up is a little bit better, at least at this point and this level. We've seen a few people, like Steak is probably our most YOLO racer right now. He'll pick up glass and run it, and he will skip all kinds of things just to try and get as fast as possible through. Whereas people like Rat and Jack have been tanking up a lot more. And of course, they were some of the fastest, minimalist racers beforehand. So, oh my god, another donation coming in here.
Praise him!
$3 donation from Ratata. No message. Thank you so much, Ratata. That's awesome. Thank you guys all for your donations. It's very
Yeah, I wanted it to be balanced such that a good skilled player could win like pretty much every time if they want to tank up. But so they have the option to do that, if they feel like their runs haven't been going well, but they can also take risks so that the risk will make the races more exciting because they know, oh, I'm behind, I need to do this, need to go YOLO. So
absolutely,
glad to hear that working.
Has totally translated. I think that is definitely, we see that a lot, and I think that's wonderful. Yeah, we definitely have situations like in the last race, Rat died very late and was able to almost completely catch up to Nonogram, and it was through like some really fast play, and it was super exciting. So yeah, that's definitely the case. All right,
Sweet.
so in this race here, we're seeing Kake running just pretty much Glass Rapier, which again is something that I would be happy to have early and then probably want to get rid of because it's sketchy. I know, Ryan, you keep saying how you think that the Glass Rapier or glass weapons are sort of the be-all end-all, but people are getting hit, people are dying. We had I think 2 racers with like a glass cat and a glass broadsword into Zone 4, and like within 20 seconds of each other, both broke their glass. Like it's Zone 4 just wrecks your glass build. It really
It's true,
does.
but I think having a dagger, I kind of like dagger in Zone 4. It sucks that you don't have damage anymore, but also it makes holster so much more valuable. You were making fun of holster before, but
I made fun of holster like once, and now it's like this thing. But yeah.
But I think it's not as bad having dagger in Zone 3 or Zone 4, especially if you have some other damage ups. Then I kind of like dagger because you can't get trolled too much.
So
in
dagger,
Zone 4.
you mean glass shard when your glass breaks?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And so if you've got glass rapier getting there, we got a runner.
Yeah, we got a runner. Kake going down. So I'll throw the replay up in case you guys were watching the wrong screen there. But actually sort of lunged onto the ice and also had the Mimic chase. And the Mimic was what ended up getting Kake there. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
Yeah,
Brutal.
He's trying to show me up for what I was talking about with the glass. Like, no.
Yeah, there is the whole issue of getting your shard. Because
Yes,
something
which is
hit you, so something is still trying to hit you. And in that case, yeah, it was a combined Klappa with the Mimic. And look at this for Kake here. See if Kake gets lucky. Oh no, went with the bomb strats on this blood shop. And blood shop killing has become a new meta, I think. We're seeing it a lot. I know it's something I watch Rat practice a lot, but that blood drum is so useful in the final boss fights. And then of course getting a titanium rapier plus the plate mail is, I mean, that's an end game build right there. That's what you want for sure. Mudjoe using his shield spell to kill the shopkeeper there.
Yeah, I was wondering when he was going to do that. That was such a juicy shop. If he had a blood drum, then well, I guess he doesn't have anything to throw. But yeah, the blood drum's super versatile because you could throw dagger, kill the shopkeeper. You can dig with it. You can do, fast boss or mini boss kills. It's awesome. When I first put it in, people were like, "Oh, I don't know about this thing," but now everybody uses it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the sort of more next level items. Like it's sort of you got to be used to the game a little bit and prepared to, some players it's like at all costs don't take damage, but that sort of decision making with regards to the blood drum I think is really interesting, and we definitely see some situations where people have the blood drum from the beginning, but then towards the end they're just so low on health that they really don't want to risk going down in health, and they end up not being able to use it in the final boss fight. So you do have to tank up your health a little bit going into the final phases of the game, just because you're gonna get yourself killed. And the way that the amount of times people have died to the Necrodancer and Deadringer in this tournament is absurd. It's so many. It's so many. I love it.
It's the perfect risk-reward type item because you can go faster with it, but you might freaking die, right? So super skilled players may be able to pull off amazing stuff with it, amazing times. So I think it's good.
Absolutely. And Mudjoe is on to Zone 4 now. So see how Mudjoe handles it. I think Broadsword is one of the stronger items on Zone 4, for sure. I think we were talking about that the other day. Broadsword can really help you with like those parry knights or blade masters, I guess. Even if you hit them sort of up against a wall and dodge, you can still hit them. If you know what I mean? Like they sort of parry past you, but you can still hit them with the broadsword. So it's really strong.
And Mudjoe now with cheese and heavy plate and potion, so he's seriously
Mudjoe is in good shape right now. Definitely looking pretty good. But one other thing you might have missed, and I'm sure you would have loved, was Rat actually had just as tanky of a build, and within just probably 6 beats, Dorian got crunched by a red dragon, and that was GG. It was, and that food shop too, 8 heart containers. Mudjoe's looking pretty strong, but yeah, Dorian can be a real issue in that he basically got lasered by the red dragon and then stomped on back to back, like sort of stomped, moved up, and then moved left and got stomped again.
Rough.
And that was it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
In the blink of an eye.
You can tank yourself up, but you can't tank Dorian up, which is kind of why I beefed him up a little bit. When we first added that fight, he was a little bit weaker.
He was
so
very
I gave him
weak.
More armor and stuff. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier as well. My first Necrodancer fight was Dorian dying, and I had a potion, and I was so mad because I'm like, well, he could drink the potion. What the heck?
Yeah. I remember you guys asking for that, but I was like, he's across the room. He can't drink your potion. Like, you're holding it, man. Come on.
Throw it on his corpse or something. I don't know. And a lucky YOLO teleport there, that Telemonkey on Mudjoe only teleported him up like 1 square. I actually was curious, is there some... is it anywhere on the map you can get teleported to? Oh, Kake goes down there. Hold on, let me get the replay on that. I actually missed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it lets you go anywhere. We wrote that teleport code a long time.
Man. Kake just getting squished by absolutely everything and eventually goes down to a hot coal. So Kake is pretty behind now. Mudjoe, of course, with the super tanky build, looking pretty good for Kake for Mudjoe to take this. Anyway, so you think it teleports anywhere?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we wrote it a long time ago, so I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think so. It just makes sure that you can't teleport right onto a trap or some other seriously trolly things. But other than that, you could end up right next to an enemy and stuff.
Oh yeah, I was playing Bolt and I got teleported basically in the middle of a bunch of enemies, and of course the first one I attack is a Golem. And so I just can't do anything. I had so much health, and I was just like, "Let me out of here!" And I couldn't. It took me it's Bolt, so it took me a while to figure out what was happening because it was such a blur. Because
why am I not attacking?
Yeah, and then I finally plant a bomb. I'm getting stomped on by everything, and of course, by this point there was already a million enemies back at me again. I bombed away one layer of enemies, and like an onion, there was another layer right behind. And nice. I just got totally wrecked. It was good times. Kake going down to it was a boss arena, or a trapdoor arena there. Red Dragon Laser, sort of getting himself stuck with between a wall and an enemy. And then, of course, yeah, getting hit there. So we're on to the Necrodancer phase 2. So this is, if there was a chance for Mudjoe to die, it'd be here and it'd be Dorian. But looks like he's handling it pretty well. He's got 3 more hits remaining on the Necrodancer.
Yeah, and he had a nice clean Dead Ringer fight too. Yeah, you just gotta watch out for the Necrodancer exploding, the red dragons. Keep Dorian safe. There he does it.
Yep, and very nicely handled there. And one of the slower races, believe it or not, at 10:39. But yeah, he takes a second one, so he's up 2-0 with Kake. So Kake's got to start winning some here, else Kake's going to be. This could possibly be our first elimination. Actually, this is losers round. And yeah, Kake has already lost to Pants in the first round, and now might go down to Mudjoe. Getting a little bit of a reset on the game there. Get some better RNG, I guess. That works, right, Ryan?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing in Isaac. I don't know if you knew that about the thing, but there was like this devil deal counter that would your chance of getting a devil deal was sort of universal. So if you reset without quitting the game, it would still be affected by your previous runs.
Wow.
And so it got like racing meta where people would have to quit the game out and if they died. Or if they were resetting. It was very weird and had to restart the game.
Yeah, I don't blame Kake for starting things over. Get a fresh start here. Those first 2 races didn't go his way.
Yeah.
He's in tough a little bit too because Mudjoe in the first round lost to Jack, but Mudjoe I think is one of the strongest competitors around. So
absolutely, yeah.
It's a little weird that he's in the losers bracket. I think so. Yeah, this is a tough battle for Kake.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to mention earlier as well, I was playing some Zone 4 the other day, and I just was reminded by Mudjoe's side on his Zone 4 this time around. There was a wall pig in the potion room.
I saw that.
And I was in Zone 4, low on health, and I found a 5x5 wall, and I was like, oh, sweet potion, perfect. I bombed in from the side, and next beat I got wall pigged from inside the potion room.
Instantly
I
losing.
didn't even know that could happen.
That's hilarious.
I like it.
Yeah, we actually saw earlier, I forget who it was, it might have been Mudjoe actually, going into a boss arena, picking up a Frost Charm, and then, like, the next beat jumping into a Banshee and losing the Frost Charm. And it was like, well, this was just a straight-up waste of time. like, that's just not good. There's no reason.
Well, yesterday, somebody got stuck in the shop, right, because of the wall pig.
Oh, that's right.
Was just enough tiles away that the wall pig couldn't fire until he stepped in the gap
in the doorway.
Like it's super rare situation, but it can happen. You gotta make sure.
There was a Crown of Teleport, which at first glance is like, oh yeah, just get shot by the wall pig with the Crown of Teleport, and then you're fine. But you'll be back in the shop, so that's no good. And then there was a Earthquake scroll, and there was food, and so my I like the sort of problem solving or the puzzle sort of style of this game. And I think my decision there was, well, what you do is you jump in the way, it prepares to fire, and then you eat the food to get the iframe, and then you move out. But what they ended up doing was actually just got as close as possible to the shop wall and used the Quake scroll, and it actually did quake the wall pig out, and they were able to
oh, that's so cool.
Successfully. Yeah, it was really, really, really awesome. All right, Kake, don't forget your dagger. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Kake opting to activate the Shrine of Space rather than bomb for map. I'm a bit surprised.
I've seen that a few times, and it might have been because there was that cracked crypt wall, and it could have been a food shop. So now Kake's got like immense amounts of hearts, but yeah, no mapping. And the map is super strong, and of course, you kind of want mapping when you use the Shrine of Space, because now your map is going to be somewhat less predictable and also a lot bigger. So
yeah, I guess you're right. He only had one bomb, so he had to choose one or the other. And it's nice that he didn't get trolled and have that end up being a pawn shop, because it would suck to do all this work and pawn shop instead of
there it
food.
is.
And this build for Mudjoe is actually incredibly strong. I don't know if you saw that fight, but he basically blood magicked the entire fight. Has so much
fireballs.
health, and has the ring of regen. So why not? And then the Infernal Torch too. So you're basically just firing in all directions, both with the rifle and with the fire and the fireball and the Infernal Torch. Too strong. Got to go for that glass rifle right now.
Yeah, we should add the glass rifle.
That would so not work though. Uh-oh. Kake with the accidental throw there, but gets the bomb. That was really clutch.
Yeah, that was good
Replay on
composure.
that. You'll see this throw here, and I don't know if that was intentional. It might have been a fat finger, and then sort of realized the bomb was going to work out and manages to kill. Because otherwise it would have been super dead.
Yeah, he sees another cracked crypt wall, and so now you know that it's the pawn shop because he already had the health shot.
Yeah, so just avoid it. Yeah, people have been trolled a lot by, or where they skipped a crypt wall and then later they find it and then they open it up and it's like, oh, that's a pawn shop. Shoot, no, my food.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it, because otherwise you know for sure. I think it's kind of neat that you have to gamble your bomb. Oh, Kake taking a hit from Dark Minotaur. He's down to half
really
heart.
sketchy now. And Kake wishes that was a food shop. Mudjoe getting the quick kill there with the rifle, and also has the holstered glass spear too. So that is one heck of a build.
Oh, holy crap!
Yeah, that is some serious. Just needs armor really.
10 heart containers now.
Why
the
not?
Opposite. So all the health. The opposite of
All
Kake.
of the health. Yeah, Kake has the heart containers, so actually a potion would be really strong, but doesn't have even. And I think losing the beat to Congo was an issue. And oh god, the darkness. The darkness with that nightmare. I'm finding nightmares are more effective now. I don't know what it... I guess you increased the darkness, is that right?
No, I didn't. I think that especially in Zone 4, they're super effective because of the goo and, you know, more enemies and things like that. I think they were always good, but people just kind of made fun of them for whatever reason. But you can get... Most of the time, they're just fine, but sometimes they'll troll you horribly. So, you know, I think, you know, 90% of the time, they're no big deal. But the 10% of the time, and Kake goes down to a purple mushroom. He got kind of in a bad...
Oh, when you have that whip.
Yeah, the whip caught the light mushroom there.
Oh, man.
And just got
and then
confused
wasted a
briefly.
beat. Yeah, wasted a beat to... Oh, I forgot to replay it. But yeah, wasted a beat there, and that brought the Obsidian Whip down. That hurts.
But look at this blood shop he gets right off the bat.
Immediately, good build there. Titanium Shovel, Titanium Longsword, and the Ring of Might. So a 3 damage Longsword is... Oh, no!
Oh, and then walks into the Light Minotaur. Struggling a bit.
A little bit on tilt at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Well, and even that blood shop he didn't throw the dagger to get that stuff. He just took all the damage. So not only do you take all the damage, but you don't get the blood drum and stuff. Like I think on the first level, why would you not throw your dagger?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like sometimes you'll die, sure, but you know, you already died, and the blood drum helps a lot, and you need that health, obviously. So,
yep.
I think when I play, I throw pretty much every time. Oh, and he gets double monkeyed here. Things are just not going his way.
And this this build for Mudjoe, he just broke his. He actually it was kind of awesome, like just picturing his character jumping down a trapdoor and then swapping out his rifle for his spear to be able to handle the trapdoor arena there. It's really awesome. And then he ended up pitching it into Conga.
And then
really
and then
nice.
he picks up a glass rapier. See the
Yeah,
glass
Mudjoe with the
holster,
rapier
man.
and the rifle.
That's so awesome. And that bat totally trolling him, and finds a potion room. So
Potion
this
with 10
build-
hearts.
and
Ring of
I think he's
regen.
gonna probably keep his armor and finds a strength charm. What the heck? So strength charm's pretty good with the guns, because if you're doing the close range attacks, you can still do extra damage, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think RNGesus is seems to be on Mudjoe's side here.
RNGesus wants to see this go 3-0. Sadly, RNGesus is not pleased with Kage for some reason. And Kage
Kake was
again,
very, really nice finish to zone 1. Used
Oh.
that wrist, the luck charm
Yeah.
to walk right past that red bat.
But notice the
No worries.
bombing of the bomb trap to open up the potion. Just step on the bomb trap.
Yeah, I think he's a bit flustered right now.
I think that's true. I mean, he's probably trying to go super fast. And then you look over and you see a 10 heart potion rifle run going on. And it's like, oh, what am I supposed to do with this? And he's not even using his fireball spell all that much, but he really could just blood magic so many times.
Yeah, the only way Mudjoe's gonna die is getting in one of those goo situations where you can't do anything, although he's got fireball
Yeah, he
to
doesn't
save
have the
him there.
boots. Yeah.
Or if Dorian dies.
Or Dorian. Yep, exactly. And that would be so tragic with this build if he ends up losing Dorian.
I think you can pretty much prevent it every time as long as you play like ignore cadence, play Dorian. You can keep them alive then, right? So
Oh, for sure, yeah. And the teleport though with the mages is so funny. And that shop, like buy the ring and steal everything. I mean, you can steal the heart containers. Doesn't even really matter. You got 12 now.
Yeah, you can't even use
Oh, that
them.
is absurd. That is an absurd. And he's got the heavy plate, which is actually super strong because of the rifle, so he doesn't have the kickback.
Yeah,
So
this is
even better.
This is a ridiculous build. Using some
So-
fireballs.
So ridiculous. Oh my goodness, this is insane.
Oh, that angry spider. I love that when angry spiders
They're
come
so
out of nowhere.
squirrely. They're so squirrely. They're just like, can't hit me, can't hit me. Did you see that highlight DJ made where he threw the dagger on
Yeah,
Koda?
yeah. I was there for it, and I was like, no, I hope it doesn't happen, and it freaking
It
happened.
was so funny.
I stood up at my desk and was yelling. It was amazing.
The shopkeeper
The
one?
Jukes, yeah, the shopkeeper Jukes. It was like he was running through those tires, in
Yeah,
like
it was
football
beautiful.
practice or whatever.
Yep.
It was pretty amazing.
All right, here we see if you can keep Dorian alive.
Yeah, that's all that it's gonna take to end this. And using, I love that too. Using the shot to move Dorian so he doesn't have to go down to the bottom there.
Yep,
There's a
swaggy
couple
Dorian
Quick,
maneuver
yeah,
skills.
because they do the throw. If you have a throw weapon, you can do that too, which is pretty
Yep.
awesome.
All right.
So far, we've seen one person not miss the beat on the switch over.
Oh yeah,
I
we
think it
gotta
was
do.
Pants.
We should do something about that.
Yeah, taking the Shrine of Rhythm is great until you all of a sudden are at like, a heart or half a heart on this fight, and it's like, oh no! And I think someone's actually lost to that in the 4-way round, where they're good. And down goes Kake, and I think at this point just waiting for Mudjoe to finish this. I mean, he's got 20 hearts or so. He's pretty good. And, oh, he
Mudjoe-
doesn't get it. He gets bombed there.
It's bombed. No big
Necro-exploded.
deal.
No big deal. Yeah.
It's a paper cut at this point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, GG's, guys.
GG's, and that's end of that one. So congratulations, Mudjoe, winning 3-0 on Kake, and that's going to be GG for Kake. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring them in here real quick. We'll just chat with them. Kake is, of course, on no mic, so we won't be able to chat too much with him, but then we'll quickly move on. I think what we're going to do next is actually we're going to hop right into the interview, if that's cool with you guys. Chat
Sure.
about the game a little bit, just so we can get back on schedule, because we are way ahead of schedule, so might as well do that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, please.
first, let's bring in the racers there.
User was moved to your channel.